most important thing here is the quality of your breathing. So I'm starting with my knees slightly bent. I'm inhaling as I flex my spine and expand the upper back. Exhaling as I extend and lift the heart. Inhale like you're giving someone a big hug out in front of you. Exhaling, breathing out right through the center of your chest. The breath is nice and steady. I'm inhaling and exhaling for the same length of time. Little lateral bend. Inhaling as the arms come up, exhaling as the arms go over. And then a little forward fold, bending the knees. So nothing too harsh here, nothing too strenuous especially on the low back. I mean, you can start to straighten the legs if you'd like, just to get a little bit more stretch through the hamstrings and through the low back. But this is predominantly just to get the head below the level of the heart, which does help slow the heart rate a little bit so that you can calm down. Again, the same thing with downward facing dog, classified as a mild inversion. So the head, again, below the level of the heart. Very easy. I'm not really doing plank, just lowering down. Moving into a gentle back bend of cobra, not even pushing through the hands or getting the belly up off the floor, and then pressing back again into child's pose. Again, but the most important part about this flow is that you're breathing and you're mindful of your breath. I even count the length of time that I inhale, and for my practice through movement, I match my exhalation in length. Uttanasana is one of my favorite forward folds for relaxation. Really stretches out the low back, especially the muscles that support the spine, the lateral hip, the IT band. If your head doesn't come anywhere close to the floor, you can always rest your forehead on a block too as well. Then I'm going to add a little twist here in Uttanasana. Just a little movement through the wrist, just kind of release any tension that you might have in your arms, even in your shoulders, your hands. And this practice is not really about achieving more, as it just is about breathing and moving through your movement. Okay, the best thing you can do if you're having trouble sleeping is to elevate your feet now above the level of your heart. That's why I did this practice facing the wall. So I could just slide over, put my feet up on the wall. I'm going to let my sits bones touch the wall, just feel really supported. And then I cross my arms over the heart space like I'm giving myself a big hug. Take some nice deep breaths into the back of the heart. Exhaling out the mouth. Rocking my head back from side to side, just massaging out the back of the head. Find a nice, comfortable resting place for the head. And then arms come down by your side. I'm going to start intentionally slowing the breath. Inhaling, and as I inhale through my nose, I'm counting the length of time that I inhale. And then I'm exhaling for at least one count longer. Inhaling. And the number doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're inhaling, being mindful of that inhale, and exhaling for one count longer. This will really just start to slow everything down. And as you allow your mind just to stay focused on the breath, kind of reduce any internal dialogue or noise. You know, sometimes that noise inside your head is really what keeps you up at night, right? You wiggle through your toes if you start to feel like little pins and needles in your toes. And it will happen, obviously, with your feet up elevated. And then slowly come down. I'm going to rest here in fetal position for a moment or two. Not really rushing. Again, all the time focusing on my breath. Inhaling, counting, exhaling for the same length, or I'm sorry, no, actually that extended breath. And then we're going to come on up. Just take a comfortable seat. Do a little neck work here, chin into the chest. Gently roll your right ear towards your right shoulder, then continue the circle. Just kind of releasing anything that you might be holding between your shoulders and your ears, in your throat. Oftentimes that energy from the heart to the head, gets stuck here in the throat chakra. And the head comes back to center. I'm just going to do one more little flexion of the spine just to really open up my upper back. Take a deep breath in. Nice long exhalation out.